Pew, pew, pew. Pew, pew, pew. Hold up. Wait a minute. It's a chopper. It's a chopper. Hold up.
It's Corona time. That's a coronavirus episode.
I know, but that doesn't mean spread your germs.
Get your microphone. Get your microphone. Nobody can hear you yell.
I'm looking for my thing.
I told you not to worry about it.
But yours might not relate to me.
Cool.
Alright, I'm done now. What up? Yo. Don't laugh.
All right, are you done?
I guess.
All right, welcome back to Salty Blowie, episode 17. We took a week off, Jamie's birthday week. I didn't do what I was going to do and post a bunch of backloaded stuff onto Instagram like I said I was going to. But I need to get on that this week and really continue to post, and just grow that. Really need to grow that. And if you see, Jamie is wearing a hat. Awesome hat. Tell them about your friend.
So my hat, and Scott's not wearing his.
I was gonna hold it up, but
his hat. With our logo. Word. My girlfriend Summer owns Paso Robles' mom. She makes badass truckers. If you've seen me in the past wearing trucker hats, they're all made by Summer. So I have my Salty But Sweet Sunless hats. I've got my new leopard Salty But Sweet Sunless hat. I have my kind of classy kind of hood. All my truckers are created locally by my awesome, amazing, beautiful girlfriend, Summer. Again, you can look her up. This is her logo. You see that? Paso Robles' mom. She's on Instagram, Facebook. You can email her directly, and she does all kinds of custom orders. And so this was her deal, hooking us up with these hats here. We had to make sure we had one big enough for Scott's big old melon, even though he shaved off half of the size of it with his hair. But
so thank you, Summer. I will put her link to Instagram or whatever you think is best in the description of the video. So.
And she surprised me with the white with the red. I didn't know.
I know. That one's awesome.
So
it's awesome.
I'm super excited. She goes, white's going to look good on you. So here it is. Thanks, girl. Love you.
So last week was your birthday week. Friday was the actual day.
Friday the 13th. I love when my birthday lands on Friday the 13th.
It was a...
13's my favorite number. And, yeah.
Not even because it was your birthday week. It was just a busy-ass week in general.
Mm-hmm.
Thursday, you had more than 15 on the books.
Well, yeah, I had, it was like a 20-tan day, but it was. I
wasn't sorry that I coughed on the microphone. I was sorry that people have to listen to it.
Well, I'm sorry, spreading your germs. Yeah, I had a bunch of tans on Thursday, plus hands-on training with Madison, who I trained to start her tanning business. So it was busy, but I had added a lot on Thursday because I blocked out my Friday for my birthday, since we had plans to staycation down in Pismo. So Wednesday was busy. The week was just kind of crazy anyway. I mean, it's just been hectic all around. So,
yeah.
But Thursday was great. Just lots of clients and training, and yeah.
So Friday got done with everything that we needed to do for work. Then we headed down to our favorite hotel, one of our favorite hotels, the Shorecliff, which is in Pismo Beach. It's right next to Ventana Grill. We actually ended up, instead of going to Arroyo Grande for dinner, since it's right next door, literally in the same lot, we just went to Ventana. As you can see here, Jamie gets his pasta every time we go. You know, they give her free
dessert. It was so cute.
Free dessert.
Cruise was with us, and they brought the dessert out. It's not one of those restaurants where they come out and sing happy birthday, hey. They just gave me my dessert, told me happy birthday, but Cruz sang happy birthday to me from start to finish all by himself.
So we did that, and our plan was to go back to the room, which was probably about 7:30 or so, maybe 8, and go to the jacuzzi and pool, which is the pool is like at 84 degrees, and the jacuzzi is supposed to be kept at 104. Well, the jacuzzi on this one specific night was fucking down. It wasn't warm at all. Um, and so we went to the front desk, asked them if it was going to get fixed or what, if maybe something had to be turned on, and she said no, it's a part that had to be ordered. Um, but we didn't know that until we got back to our room because we said, "Can you guys call us if the maintenance guy fixes it tonight?" Because we still had like 3 hours that we were waiting. And they said, you can go next door to the Pismo Beach lighthouses and use their jacuzzi, but our room we wanted the room with the view, so our room was literally at the other end of the south end of the north end of the hotel, so we would have had to walk all the way through our hotel, cross a bridge, and it was windy and cold already, so it
was completely inconvenient, for
yeah.
sure. It was
So it was a bummer
inconvenience.
because we were looking forward to the view was beautiful in that pool. It just would have been nice to relax. So that was a bummer, but we did get to sleep with the door open and listen to the ocean all night long and wake up to it. So that was a plus. So
Super awesome.
and Saturday we just kept it low key for your birthday too.
Yeah, we took our time, waited till the very last second to check out, which was nice. And then got some lunch at a new place in Pismo, also Flagship.
Yeah,
Is that
Flagship.
Flagship.
Yeah.
It was super yummy. It's like a set up like a pirate ship inside. So, it was pretty cool.
So-
The food was yummy.
I forgot to tell you that Flagship is part of that. So if you get the gift card like what Mom got you, Flagship, Ventana, it's
yeah.
all part of that
They're all
same.
the
Yeah. So
overhead company.
yes.
I don't remember what it is though. Oh, nice. So
Yeah,
so that
so-
was yummy. I liked it. It was reasonable prices.
View was
Food was
pretty.
good. Beautiful view. And then just made our way back home, and now we are on. It's not quarantine. There's another word they're using for it. Social distancing.
Social
Distancing. So we're on that now. All schools are out.
So I went to the grocery store yesterday. I usually get up Sunday mornings and do them, but I wanted to relax, so I went to the grocery store yesterday to get all of our shopping done. Ended up having to go this morning again to get waters because both grocery stores that we go to were out. Luckily, they had some this morning.
Replenished again.
Yeah, but that brings us into the topic that we wanted to get into, and we figured since everybody's talking about it,
Oh yeah. So thanks everybody for all the birthday love. Appreciate it. This is 41. Yo. 41.
41 going on 16 candles.
16 candles. Yeah, so.
So with everything that's going on, yeah, we didn't want to take it too serious, but we did want to talk about real disasters and how fucked I think people really would be if shit was to really hit the fan. And I think that I want to get your input on this too, but with this coronavirus, what I've noticed is I think that social media has definitely played a part in making it worse than maybe any in previous, whether it be SARS, H1N1. I feel like this time social media has really amplified the pandemic that's going around. Not that it shouldn't be taken lightly, but I think it's become so loud that we hear it everywhere we go, everywhere we turn, everywhere we look. And it's one of those things that I kind of compare it to, remember, you sometimes get caught in a rabbit hole when you look at crazy news stories. Then you'll start going and looking at news that happened in Michigan or some crazy story that happened with a family here that's not even local. And I think because we're exposed to so much of the world now because of social media, when something like this happens, it's so much louder than what it really is because every person that we know is talking about it.
Right.
Every person you know is posting about it. And whether it's positive or negative, the negative always tends to overpower the positive. And I think that social media has created a very, not that this disease shouldn't have a negative connotation with it, it should, but to me, it blows my mind to see the type of content that's being put out there. So I don't know. What do you think?
It's funny. I read, most of you know who follow me and stuff know I suffer from extreme anxiety to the point where I have panic attacks. And I've noticed during this whole uprising of the coronavirus, I've been relatively calm about it. I've actually been pretty chill. I haven't been overthinking it. I haven't been, wrapping my children in bubble wrap. But I read this little article, or somebody actually posted it, I think it was in their Instagram story, saying those that suffer from extreme anxiety are not freaking out about the coronavirus. And it was just a really interesting concept. I won't go into detail because I will butcher this right now, but it was interesting to me to know that other people that are usually like me, like freaking out about everything and reading into all these details and falling for all the fear mongering people are posting, that we're not, like, we're staying pretty cool about it. Might not be everybody, but it was just interesting to know some other people can relate to where I'm at right now. But again, I kind of purposely have been avoiding going into the rabbit holes that I usually do, just because I do tend to internalize everything. I do tend to overthink everything and, worry. I had a kid out last week, almost a week with the flu. Then I start thinking, oh my gosh, did he have a coronavirus? He's 11 years old, so obviously it doesn't affect him the same. But that's the kind of stuff I need to avoid and not think like that. But then I did read this article it was probably early this morning, that I reposted on my Facebook, and I don't usually, again, repost things or look too much into them, but this one caught my attention. I didn't go through the facts to see, I didn't dig and see if this person that posted really is in fact a doctor from
The Harvard one?
Yes.
I was going to touch on that.
But it seemed legit. It was a long read. It is on my Facebook. I did chop it up into my Facebook or my Instagram stories for people not on Facebook, and the response to that has been actually pretty interesting. But what caught my attention in that whole article, she broke it down pretty good, but what was interesting to me was talking about how you can get it from doorknobs and elevator buttons. And that kind of stressed me out a little bit reading that, just because I was under the impression it was more of you need to be like coughing in somebody's face or sneezing on somebody and getting those, particles on you, and ultimately that's how it's contracted. But since it is so easy to pass it from a doorknob or elevator buttons or touching a handle or, at the gas station pump, which they're always disgusting anyway, you should definitely, clean your hands when you pump gas if you haven't. And, I was counting my cash the other day. I was like, oh gosh, money's so dirty, and we already know this, so all these things, so reading this, post from this doctor was just really interesting to me, and talking about how you are, some of it is correct. Like, you were younger, and we don't have any underlying health issues. So most likely if we get it, it could be just like cold symptoms, nothing gnarly. But I could have it, think I just have a cold. I could go over to my parents' house or to Gramps' house, walk in, use his bathroom, no big deal, wash my hands and leave, and Grandpa go use the bathroom after me and go flush the toilet, and then, wipe his face or something. And if I was a carrier and I had it, not knowing, Grandpa could get it and possibly get, it turns into pneumonia and die, so they said, you could be fine, but you could kill the person, you love the most. And so that kind of started making me think a little bit. I started feeling like panic mode coming on, like, okay, that puts things a little bit more perspective, hence why the importance of going into social distancing / quarantine. I'm all about it. It seems, crazy and, with all the schools and stuff out, but if it's going to help save other people by keeping my family at home and preventing them from going out and exposing other people, then I'm all for it, because they said that's what we're needing to do in order to hope it dies down, so it doesn't go crazy like Italy and China and all that stuff. So.
And I was looking to make sure that the pool and hot tub was safe at the hotel, and what about the virus, dealing with that. And most of the reading I did say was the chemicals and chlorine in the pool. It doesn't stand a chance, but it mentioned, it's the doorknobs, that people are using to open the handrails, all of that is what you need to watch out for.
That brings me to the gym. We're big gym goers, and I'm seeing a lot of mixed reviews on going to the gym, and a lot of controversy on that subject. And so I'm curious, I don't know if you looked into it too much. I'm curious of where people are standing on that too, because now I am kind of on alert a little bit, like, oh crap, am I going to be doing my workouts at home for a little while? I already know that, yes, we happen to go to probably the cleanest gym in the county. Honestly, They keep it so clean, but they're not wiping down the barbells and things like that.
Josh said that they were going to, even kick it up another notch in what they're accustomed to try and make it comfortable for everyone. But it's yeah, I don't know. It's a tough one.
That's a tough call for me. I remember when we went to San Francisco and we walked to that gym and it was dirty. Like I forget, it was a big name one. It was like a
It was like a
franchise.
Like a gold.
Yeah, and it was cool to go work out. But I remember you could just tell it wasn't clean. We're so spoiled by our very, very clean gym here in Atascadero. But
I cut my
you
finger
got your
on the
like,
dumbbell. I was like, oh god,
because you tested
I got
for
AIDS
HIV. Like joking, but not. Like seriously. But yeah. Anyway, I don't know. It's getting a little real for me now because there has also been a case in. Not
North
only
County.
in our county, but in our town. Like numerous things I have been reading is that it's in Atascadero was where it was a 65-year-old person thought they had it, called their doctor. Doctor told them stay in the car, let us know when you're here. Doctor went out, swabbed them, tested positive. So they did everything correctly, which is awesome. Like that's what everybody's gonna have to do. But this now they're at home on quarantine, recovery or whatever, but it's for real now.
And so rolling back to the post that you said that you shared, I've seen that spun other places too. And the problem I had with that is another problem with the social media is I've seen, Texas right now is, and I'm sure other states have already picked up, they're doing drive-through testing right now. And was one of the first places to do it in the nation. But one of the problems I had with that article is she was quick to point out facts about how to contract it, all this, but from the get-go I felt like it had an agenda. Doctors and such, and maybe it's because this person was a teacher at Harvard, and doctor at Harvard. Like it felt first they were attacking the government, saying that the government's failed us. Right from the get-go, I thought, well, that's a negative connotation right away to say, it's not the government's fault that a virus that we can't control is spreading. The way we can control it is by putting it in our hands to do what we can to try and not contract it. It's not the government's fault. Maybe it's their fault, but it wasn't, that medicine or whatnot's not being distributed correctly, but it's not their fault. The second thing was a lot of the numbers that she was spitting out, she talked about like the RO number and how exponentially it can grow.
So it's one, which is basically she was saying, I'm one person. I could contract it to three. Those three contracted to three more. So now you're at 9, and so forth, right? So until
yes.
it reach like in the millions.
And that's such
within like 15, steps, right?
Yeah, and it's for that number to be thrown out with such a ballpark understanding because she did say that this would be typical in a controlled test environment, which this is not a controlled test environment. This is the complete opposite of controlled testing.
But she did say that's why the quarantine is what's going to help prevent, because that number isn't
the social distancing.
Yeah. It's not like in stone. It can be stopped. We can
yes.
stop it by doing the social distancing and preventing that spread from happening.
So that was one that I felt had more like a fearmonger type perspective than anything else. And I've seen a lot of that even from I think Stephen Herring posted something this morning about the ridiculous, especially when people found out it was in North County last night. It's like every single post is, and that's what makes it so much scarier is because it's loud right now.
Yeah. Well, and I think for me, because I don't ever repost stuff like that. I don't get involved in politics. I don't get involved in, all the voting and all this kind of stuff and I really wasn't getting involved in this coronavirus outbreak, but I felt like I did feel this article. It did stand out to me. It did kind of make me rethink my, laid back attitude I've had about it, and so I did share it. And so someone like me, when people know I never post negativity, I never post scary, like stuff like that. So people are responding and reading it, so that is where I have to be careful too, is because, when, Jamie's posting something like that's out of her norm, and they're going to read it and, they're sharing it now too. It's been reshared from my post numerous times. And, again, like I said, even in my Instagram story, I said, I did not check the facts on this. So I don't know if this doctor is legit or this teacher, whoever this is, but it kind of just made sense to me. And like I said, out of all of it, what I got was one, touching doorknobs and handles and not necessarily just being coughing, next to somebody that coughed on you or traveling to freaking China or, I'm gonna go kill somebody I love because I'm carrying it and I'm gonna go pass it over to their home. Like that's scary. So that's where I was like, okay, I need to maybe not, because I've been posting a ton of memes. They've been cracking me up. They make me laugh out loud. But at the end of it, it is legit. It is serious matter. We do need to be, not necessarily freaking out like some people are, but also not laughing at the people that are concerned, that are worried. Like that's not cool either. I don't want to be everybody think I'm like, oh my gosh, you freaking idiot. You're freaking out over nothing.
So for me, I am over the people that are overreacting, but I'm glad it's also happening because this leads me into real disasters, and this is a potential real disaster. What would we do? And we're already seeing early signs of it from what's been happening in our town and grocery stores and everything like that, is if something was really to pop off, say like there were, hurricanes, down south in Houston, or Katrina, or tornadoes in Nashville, true disasters like that. There's only one case in our county, and the grocery stores that we went to were out of water. Luckily, this morning they had some water, but how would we truly kick our survival instincts? Do we have a plan if something was to pop off? Where else, yes, if something really, really fucking bad happened yesterday, and I'm like, all right, 2 grocery stores didn't have water, we're shit out of luck. That wouldn't be the answer if something really bad happened. We would have to find out how to make sure we have a source for clean water, what we would do for if something was to pop off for, non-perishables in the house. It makes you kind of think of this as kind of a good test run as to if something dangerous really did pop off, how prepared are you?
Well, that's the thing is a lot of families, there are those families that are prepared. They have a stash of emergency, materials. They have a stash of waters and canned foods and perishables and things that they know they're going to need to survive, like if there is a major earthquake and we can't leave. And I've never, as scary as it sounds, I've never been that person. I've never ever had that emergency kit prepared. I mean, we're such a budget family. The idea of having this abundance of stuff that we can't use is like hard.
I've ran it through my head. If I couldn't get waters this weekend, I'd take our empty jugs and I'd go to Gramps' house down the street. Luckily, we have a family member that lives down the street, and fill all with his clean water.
Oh, with his filtered water.
With his filtered water. Luckily, I already thought about that. If I can't get water for our family this weekend, I'm gonna shoot down the street and go.
He's gonna go hike with the Robinette to go.
I know.
go get from the Crystal Springs.
Yep. I'm gonna go buy a gun
Speaking of
tomorrow.
which, have you seen Chelsea's post about that Cajun water?
Yeah, Robert. Robert.
Is it Cajun? Am I pronouncing that right?
Yeah. Cajun. I wanted to look into it. I know it's.
I did too, actually. Chelsea, shout out.
It's legit.
Our girl Chelsea, I trust them. Like if there was a natural disaster, I'm gonna go live with the Robinettes because they are like primal supremes. They like know how to survive for sure.
Yeah.
But
I think Chelsea was a Navy SEAL in her past life too.
They're like just that. They have 2 kids. There's a badass family. Like just adore them. But anyway, yeah. She's been talking about this water that she's a rep for, actually, and that's why I need to look into it some more because she's someone I 100% trust when it comes to health and
no foo-foo bullshit.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So anyway.
Well, any other talk that you wanted to add, like if we did have any disasters or
but my video is in response to this. If you want to play it.
Yeah, and we're pretty much gonna, since it is our week back, we're gonna keep this one short. We have a long week ahead with no events going on at all, so we're gonna keep this corona related.
Yeah, right.
But we're gonna lighten it up a bit with everything we have. I don't know why. Oh, they're right here. So okay. Is this one you?
So this is, I just had to share it because this is what I'm talking about as far as like the crazies go. So and it's part of what we've been talking about. So all right.
Hey, stop! That's enough!
What do they have? What's she have?
Fucking choke this! That's not my daughter! I didn't swear her! She hit me! I didn't touch you! I took her back! You came and hit me Please.
I just want one pack. No, not one pack.
What's the limit?
It's 5 minutes.
Alright, guys, I need everyone to back off right now.
Stop.
No.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Take it away from them.
Stop. You need to get off this trolley now. You need to get off this trolley now.
Look what you're doing. Flying on the tissues. Think about what you're doing, yeah?
I dream.
Right? There's a
I
limit
dream.
and there's
I just thought that, they have a whole cart overflowing. The poor woman just wanted one, and she was attacked because she wanted one package.
First off, if I would have asked, I don't know what the context
I
was
don't know
before.
exactly. I don't know if she just reached in and grabbed it,
If
who
that was
knows?
the case, I'd be like, listen, if you would have asked, I would have fucking given you one. But
Yeah.
instead, you tried to be sneaky. Who knows what? I wish we could see what
But for
happened
it to turn
before.
into that, no matter what, to turn into that over toilet paper is absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like, that's what my thing was, is like, the fact that it's over a package of toilet paper, I might have just got toilet paper and chucked it at the woman and said, take it,
I would have opened it up and threw it at her.
But it's just that's what our world is coming to right now, and it's insane.
Oh, to play off that, here you go. She tried to take it out of her cart too.
Oh, I thought they were both fighting it off of the shelf.
Looked like,
Like,
oh, maybe.
grabbed it. God. And obviously, we don't know in that case either who was in the wrong, but they see the old lady and everybody goes to help the old lady.
know.
She could be the evil one, too.
Yeah.
She could be like,
Yeah.
oh, bitch.
Um,
Come on, toilet paper. That's crazy. It's insane.
so to play, so those are some serious ones. These are just some more funny ones. This one in Costco, someone was playing this. It's Corona time.
Who the hell put this on?
That's hilarious.
And that song is being used a ton right now because of videos going all over the internet right
Yeah.
now. Like this one.
It's Corona time. Hey, it's Corona time right
To
now.
Corona. It's so
Right?
gross.
That just freaks me out.
This, I don't know. This is hilarious. The guy's spraying water or something on people's necks and sneezing
No, that would piss
right
me
now.
off.
Oh shit. Shower maybe. Man.
What the fuck, man?
Oh my gosh.
Sorry, man.
Not okay.
I don't know. You have to know that would be. I don't know. That'd be hard to know if someone was fucking with you. This one was my favorite. This girl nailed this shit. And this is a challenge going around right now. It's pretty funny.
Pew, pew, pew. Pew, pew, pew. Hold up. Wait a minute. It's a chopper. It's a chopper. Hold up. Wait a minute. It's a 22.
That was awesome.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
That's so cool. And that was basically more
Where's
coronavirus. I was gonna post it at the beginning.
Oh.
So
Yours is pretty funny too.
Pew, pew, pew. Pew, pew, pew. Hold up. Wait a minute. It's a chopper. It's a chopper.
Your face there, you dork. Glad your face is Lysoled.
I know I did
Oh.
walk right in through it, so my face is all
Your
good and
eyes,
clean.
like, it's burning. Oh, man.
All right, now speaking, those are the funny videos of the week. So we are going to jump into Jamie's memes. This the one?
Are those your quotes? Is that what we're looking at?
These two?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So
That's my meme. Shout out Adrian. Out of your 30 this week, I went with this one.
oh my god.
Again, it goes back to the toilet paper thing. It says, I'm buying all this cheese, so I won't need any toilet paper. Because if you eat a lot of cheese, we know you get constipated. So,
God damn.
it just struck me funny.
Gross.
But yeah, so it's save in case you're out of toilet paper. Go eat lots of cheese and back yourself up.
There's been, and it's you probably had a hard time finding memes because there's been so many.
Well,
on the
I mean,
internet.
I've been posting the memes, the like coronavirus memes in my stories a lot because they make me laugh. Like there's one that says it's on my story now and people keep laughing, and it's like an old man going like this, and it's saying order online and have your stuff delivered so you don't go out and get sick, and it says delivery drivers, I guess I'll die.
Yeah.
And that just made me laugh out loud because it was like so sucks. But yeah. Or the other ones, there's no TV, everybody's quarantined, so 9 months from now, there's going to be a baby boom, and we'll call them the coronials. Oh, yeah.
Nice.
But
All
yeah,
right.
so that's my meme for the week. He had sent me another one that I think he thought was funnier, and it was that meme where it's used a lot with Batman smacking Robin across the face, and Robin saying... he's saying it's the coronavirus, go get TP or something, and Batman saying it's a respiratory illness, not Chipotle. So you have to read it. It's funny.
All right. We're gonna finish up with some quotes. I got these weren't necessarily like these just came out a couple days ago from Neil deGrasse Tyson, and I just really liked what he had to say about them. This one he posted onto his Instagram March 6th. Like an invasion of hostile space aliens, COVID-19 is attacking the human species and won't negotiate with anyone. It cares not of your nationality, ideology, politics, or religion. This enemy of us all requires a cooperative global effort to combat, guided by the methods and tools of science and not by magical thinking.
Makes
That
sense.
pretty much speaks for itself. I just... he puts it into words as good as always.
We gotta work together, y'all, to make sure this doesn't go crazy
Yeah.
in the U.S.
And then this one I just loved because it's kind of a eerie. I'll just read it. As humans, we like to think that we're in charge of our own corner of the universe, but every now and then a microscopic entity reminds us that we are not welcome to the coronavirus. I just thought that was cool and well written. We do. It only
We have
takes
no
something
control.
microscopic like this, something tiny, to wipe us all out.
No.
So I like those two.
Crazy.
And your quote?
So this was found just within 30 seconds ago of starting this podcast because
During the start.
Yeah, I didn't take the time to go and find a quote. I didn't save anything throughout the week. Like I said, my mind's just been kind of all over the place. It's been a busy week with stuff. So this one is one you just can't really go wrong with it. Having the right mindset and attitude can literally change your life. And in this time of craziness, it's a good time to have a positive mindset and a good attitude because things are going to get weird. Between everybody being stuck at home with their kids and going insane. Luckily, our kids are super awesome, well-behaved. So the teenagers disappear in their rooms and Cruz usually follows them. And so we would just lounge around, watch some TV. But having a good mindset and attitude can change and make a difference in your life for sure. So, yeah.
Awesome.
That's what it's about, yo.
All right. Well, yeah, with this weather, with everything going on, we're obviously going to keep this week short. Once again, I want to thank Summer for the hats. These are awesome. I can't wait to wear it out. It looks super clean and fresh. If you haven't yet, go check out the behind-the-scenes footage from Jamie's photo shoot. She should be getting some pictures.
I know. I
Here
tried
soon. They
so
look
hard
awesome.
not to bother Shelby, but it's been almost 2 weeks, I think. And
Yeah.
she's back from Texas and from the rodeo. So I'm like, Shelby,
So
photos.
go check that out. I'll actually post at the end of this video, probably right now. I'll post a link maybe right here to the right or to the left, whatever, that you can click on to go see that video. Right now, Jamie and I are going to do a couple more reactions to some movies that I can't wait to see. The actual full-length trailer of The Jungle Cruise, the ride from Disneyland, and then a couple others that look really, really exciting. So I want to thank you guys for joining us. We're all going to be home, so get in contact with us. Let's all be in touch with each other, even though we're social distancing. So, yeah, hope you guys have a great week, and we will talk to you later.
Stay healthy. Wash your hands.
All right, bitches.
Word.
Late.